Welcome back to What Everyone, a podcast about celebrating storytelling. We talk movies, TV shows, video games, and more every episode. This week, we're kind of having a hodgepodge episode. We're going to talk about, like, the new Avatar show, some other pop culture news, or some Marvel news I want to talk about. Just, like, talk the talk, not walk the walk, because we're sitting. I'm joined with Daniel, as always. How's it going, Daniel?
Going pretty good. I mean, right now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I have a sneeze that wants to get out, and like it just isn't.
That's what I feel like the Avatar: The Last Airbender creators felt like they had a good idea, they wanted to get out, and I don't know if they actually executed it properly.
Yeah, that's a really good transition for that.
That took all of my brain power. I was like, there's something there, and I think I did it successfully. I got my sneeze out. That was my magnum opus, my sneeze.
Well, you're further in than me. I'm only on the first episode. I just completed the first episode. Did you finish it already, or you?
No, I'm on episode 5. So we didn't want to binge the whole thing, and then like I finished episode 5. We didn't want to binge the whole thing and like get our ideas out like without thinking about it. Also, we wanted to give, when we do talk about the whole thing, we want to get our buddy Logan back on here. But just to give like, we want to give like our initial thoughts, since like the entire world's thinking about it. That's also a reason I don't really want to like go too much into it, like dedicate a whole episode right now, just because like I feel like everyone's talking about it, and like I don't know. Bless you. He finally sneezed, but he muted his mic like a pro.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go blow my nose off. I literally got a roll of toilet paper because anyway,
nice.
You keep on talking.
Tissues.
Give me 1 second.
All right, I'm keeping talking. It's a solo podcast, everyone. So yeah, I mean, Daniel's 1 episode in. I think it's like in between the show and the M. Night Shyamalan live action movie in my mind right now. Like, I'm having a fun time with it. I think I'm approaching it like it's never gonna live up to the original show. Like, I don't think anything ever will. And I think going in with that attitude is like making me enjoy it more. Like, I don't think it's as good as that, but I'm having a fun time with it. There are some changes I'm kind of like, I don't know if I can get behind that. I'm just trying to keep it broad and general, since Daniel hasn't seen it, in case anyone else hasn't seen it. Maybe I'll spoil some stuff. I do have an undying crush on the Suki actress, though. Daniel, any thoughts on
tell me about that. It was because you're like, yeah, dude, you're gonna get into this next episode. That's the only thing we're gonna say. But I was like, okay. You're like, what? I'm like, what happened? You're like, okay, there's this one spot where she takes off her makeup, and at that point,
well, what happened? I had like the literal like best moment. Like I started episode 2, and it was like Warriors. I was like, okay, I think we're gonna get to Suki and the Warriors of Kyoshi. And then like when I clicked play, I like dragged my mouse trying to get it off my screen so that like the show would play, and it like started. I accidentally like left it on the timeline, and it like scrubs and shows like a preview of wherever you land. Yeah. And the spot that I like left was a spot with Suki without her makeup on, and just that small image in the bottom of my screen, I was like,
damn.
Oh my gosh! I looked up the actress. She's my age. I'm like, oh. And also, I interned. I was doing some Insta stalking, I'm not gonna lie, and I saw that the company I interned for is also the company that produced the live action Avatar. So like that could be my in. Be like, hey, just like, you know.
I'm like, who's hitting me up? And it's just like, Daniel, there's a chance.
Yeah, I was very excited last night. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think if you go in thinking like I mean, obviously it's not gonna be a shot for shot remake of the original
100%.
Avatar. There are a lot of changes that I'm kind of like confused about. Like when you get later into it, they bring a lot of like season 2 stuff into season 1.
Oh, really?
Do you want me to say like it's not like
no? Because
okay.
but here's the thing. Like I already we both know Avatar already. You know,
right? So like
it's
that's
not really spoilery, but
so
it's
do you
also
want to
kind
know
of
or
spoilery. No? I kind of no, I don't.
Okay.
Because I wanted to experience this firsthand.
Yeah, I mean, just the thing. Like now, I'm thinking like if they do a season 2, like there are certain elements that I'm like, I don't know how
they're
you're
going to approach
that because you've already done it in season 1. But maybe that's the plan. Like it seems like the further we go,
I'm be mad.
What?
If they do secret tunnel in this first season, I'm gonna be mad. 2 lovers far from one another. Or you know what I'm talking about? You look like the look on your face is saying that they do that in this first season.
I don't know.
And now I'm gonna be mad.
I don't know. Maybe you should just watch it, Daniel.
I'm going to. I've been busy.
Okay. Let me just get past some notes.
That's so in this first season. I'm gonna be flaming.
Flamio Hotman. I haven't seen them do that in this season. But yeah, just like some of the departures, I'm kind of like feels like too far of a departure in my opinion. Like some of the departures I can get behind. some of them, like, you've seen Aang flying. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. Like, you say he's falling with style, but, like, I was rewatching it, and dude, he's freaking flying. Like, in the first
He's descending
scene.
through the whole process.
No, he's not.
So-
He like when he's in the water tribe, he's like flying.
No. For that, he's vortexing. Those are my only
Which is
graces with
flying.
this. No. It's not the same. I can actually debate this. And keep in mind, I don't agree with it. I don't think it should have been shown that way. But it is arguable that he's not flying, like Zahir would be, right?
Yeah, this isn't flying.
It's vortexing.
I'm showing a clip of him flying for this.
Yeah. No, he's vortexing.
He's going up.
He's vortexing. You can't. You can go up with vortexing. The way I see it with that, and again, I still don't think it was done good at all. But I think it could be argued that he has to be relatively close to the ground, like he's not up like a mile, whatever, like he would be at the Southern Air Temple, right? And then 2, you can see that he's making like a tornado beneath him, and he has to balance that, right? That's not the same as having the freedom of the liberty of being able to fly.
I feel like even in
Zahir's
like the
able to reach.
original show, like they couldn't vortex and go up like that with like that slowly and
I
gracefully.
agree. That's bad. I
Okay.
don't agree with that.
Okay,
But I'm saying
cool.
logically,
So we can agree
that's
on
the
that.
argument.
Okay, I understand. Like logically, you can make an argument that like, but yeah, I agree that like I don't think he should be able to do that because like it also I was saying to you last night, but like the moment. Even if he can vortex and it's not flying, and if he can just like glide peacefully from like any height, the scene when Zuko shoots him down from his fireball and he's like
there's no
falling,
tension
reaching
there.
for his glider. What?
There's no tension there.
Yeah, I felt zero tension. I was like, well, obviously I know that Sokka's gonna like grab him on the bison, but like he shouldn't be like flailing at all. Like he can just glide. Like we've seen him do it 5 minutes ago in screen time. So like. That rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. But yeah, there are a lot of aspects I do like. Like the acting's a lot better. Katara, I feel like, I mean, you haven't gotten here, but like Katara, I feel like has been kind of like she felt in the OG show, she feels like she's not more hot-headed, but she's more like strong-willed, strong-minded for her beliefs. And in this one, she feels more pushovery, like a weak little girl, which maybe is part of her arc. But sorry, what were you saying?
I was just saying more wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wishy-washy like water. Woo.
I'm saying that.
Also, no penguin sledding. The most tragic change, probably.
Yeah, dude. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how much of a budget they had for this, considering what the effects look like in some cases. Like,
Some of the first like 5 minutes was fantastic, though.
dude, it was amazing.
That was sick.
Literally, I was watching that intro, and I'm like,
yeah,
what's going
and
on
the
here?
earthbending, and then like the
this is
strategy.
fire.
Yeah, literally, it's fire. But like the strategy of like so, and I like how they kind of fleshed that out and explained like that Sozin was drawing the forces away from the air nomad so that he could attack them. Like that was really cool. And then like just him like burning the airbenders and like seeing that was visceral. But then like after that, I felt like it kind of like dipped a little bit in quality. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the point for me that I liked a lot about how they started this off was that they did start off with Sozin and getting like showing the time difference of how it would have felt for Aang, right? Because 1 second he's flying with Appa and the storm hits, the next it's literally 100 years.
True.
Like, with the show you get that explained, but like to actually like feel it and like see it, it's that I feel like that was well portrayed.
Yeah, I agree. I want to talk to you more about this when you get later in it, because I felt like, oh, that's a great way to explain it, and then we don't have to do like flashbacks. But like later in the show, there are still like some flashbacks. I'm like, it feels like we're kind of like retreading our steps. Like you already covered this kind of thing. So
okay,
we'll see. But yeah, I mean, like I'm definitely enjoying it more than the M. Night Shyamalan version, and it's fun always just to have more Avatar content that gets people talking about Avatar in my mind.
Yeah.
The bending, like some of the effects can be a little iffy. Like I think even like the fire comp, like behind Sozin in that opening, like looked a little fake. But also I've seen like the argument, and I kind of agree with this, that I feel like it's not supposed to be like completely realistic. Like I feel like M. Night Shyamalan's version was like uber realistic, and this one feels like pretty realistic, but it's like almost like a heightened, like stylized version of bending in like the real world. And that's kind of good because it's based off of like a cartoon. Like it's more anime. Ameriname, the term I coined, like inspired, and it kind of I kind of like that. Like I think the opening was like it feels like 3D. It's like 3D, obviously 3D animated like characters like bending, and it looks a little like wonky, like it's not realistic. But I think it was like I'm hoping it was like intentional, and it feels like a better version of like the Flash. Like the Flash, they said after the fact, like it's intentional that they're like wonky because it's supposed to be in the like Speed Force, and he views things differently. This feels like it was intentional and was done better, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's what bringing that up with the Flash, man. It's just
sorry.
No,
comparing, I don't want to compare it to the Flash.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Let us know in the comments if you want like a full episode dedicated to the first season of the live action Netflix Avatar. I know everyone's in the world is talking about it right now, which is kind of why I'm veering away from doing that. And also Daniel hasn't seen all of it. I haven't seen all of it.
How many episodes are there total for this?
8, I believe.
8? Okay.
Yeah, it's just there's some season 2 stuff they're bringing in, and like some departures that like are just interesting in my mind. But anyways, I wanted to we can talk about that another time. Let's talk about some other things happening in the world. Did you hear that Marvel, I think, is changing the name for Avengers 5? It's not going to be Kang Dynasty anymore.
Really? What's it going to be?
I don't at the time of recording, I don't think they've landed on a name. But the big thing that people are talking about from the article is that apparently like they're claiming it's not just because of the Jonathan Majors thing. They're saying like part of it was in response to Ant-Man Quantumania, like because he wasn't perceived super well in that, they were thinking about changing it anyways, which I'm like, that's kind of BS, because like people liked him in Loki. Like it's just one bad movie. Like maybe you would consider changing it, but like I feel like it's the case. Like now you don't have Kang, so like.
What was the situation with Jonathan Majors? Like I know what it was, but like how did it end? Like was he actually?
He was convicted. Like of.
He was convicted.
Like charged for the case brought up against him, and then as soon as like the charge went through, it was like official. Marvel like dropped him.
Well, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I do remember that happening. Yeah, because it was like a separate incident because there's like all that video evidence or whatever. It was like that doesn't make any sense. Like how would he do anything? But then there's like something else that happened. It's dumb. It's drama.
But what do you think about just like the name change? Do you have any suggestions for the name it could be? They should name it. They should just like do like Dynasty, Avengers Dynasty. Just remove the word Kang or like cross it off.
No, because it's like who's going to be is it still going to be Kang? It's going to be no, it's not. So it'd be because
like they're not 2.0. It's like Kang recasted Dynasty. Like they just fully lean into it.
But it's like, okay, so there was another big bad that they'd be able to...
Doom, but I think he's going to be Secret Wars, right?
Yeah. So...
Oh, yeah, also we can talk about the Fantastic Four casting. We haven't talked about that yet.
That's looking good.
Well, let's first talk about...
Yeah.
Actually, let's talk about Fantastic Four. I don't care.
So on Valentine's Day... I know people are split on the Valentine's Day casting. It was pretty cool of them doing it that way. I'm not sure if you saw the little Easter eggs in that post.
Yeah,
where they showed all the cast.
It's like I think like the one Time magazines from like the 60s. So like people are theorizing this I've heard like a theory that like the movie's gonna take place start in the 60s, and then maybe they get established as the Fantastic Four, and then like maybe they go through some mission in space and like through like time dilation, or like they go through some vortex or wormhole that when they come back it's like present day kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's like sense. A theory I've heard.
There's also a thing that Doctor Strange said during what was it, multiverse? What?
Nothing. What were you saying? During what?
No, during the Multiverse of Madness.
Doctor Strange? Yeah, what did he say?
Yeah, remember when he first encountered Illuminati, and he had that version of Reed?
What did he say?
Did you guys chart in the 60s? Yeah.
Well, maybe because isn't the Fantastic Four like a band also?
It is, that, like, yeah, but that could also be
maybe it's a double meaning.
Play with that. Yeah. So
maybe what if the Fantastic Four band and the Fantastic Four group in the Marvel universe did like
the same thing?
Did like no. What if they did the same thing, or they did like a collab and it was like the Fantastic 8 like special album or something like that. I don't know.
The Fantastics.
Yeah. What would the 8 be? Like if you combine two Fantastic Fours, what does that give you? Like an Enamorous 8 or something? I don't know.
Fantastic would be Fantastic Plus or Fantastic times Fantastic
Plus.
Probably Fantastic Plus. Yeah.
What's like like the Extraordinary 8 or something like that would be their name. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, no, that works.
I actually hate the word extraordinary. Like I always try to avoid using it, even though it like sounds good. But like if you think about it, it's extraordinary. Like I hate that. Like it doesn't make sense to me. It's like Groundhog Day. Like
Yeah,
like,
no, I get what you're saying.
It's a word of like endearment, like it's incredible and amazing. But yeah, like why would I want to be extraordinary? Like that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I always try to avoid.
Weird, brother.
I try to avoid using.
Oh, then what's another E word that would be the
enamorous? Daniel, I said that like 2 minutes before I said extraordinary. That's why it's in your head.
I didn't process for me, but like,
you thought we just had a moment.
He's had a moment there, dude.
Wow, the moment actually was just you ignoring me 2 minutes ago. That was so funny, your face. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Because you were like so excited, and I was like so disappointed. Oh man, that was funny.
All right, moving on from that. No, the casting.
Yeah, so what do you think? There's some people who are like upset at people I think I've seen that are the most upset about Johnny Storm and Reed Richards casting. What do you think about both of them?
The Johnny Storm one, honestly, I think these castings are good, you know? And again, I think people need a disconnect, especially what we see with all the multiverse stuff. There doesn't need to be one-for-ones anymore with what we're seeing in the comics. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it needs to be something to where like you could do a complete flip, like, you know, like just making them like a totally, completely character. Like that's one of the things I don't really necessarily like about the Kamala Khan in regards with her powers being different. That's something I don't like, and with how they've handled stuff like that. But like,
how does this relate to Fantastic Four? Like, what are you saying?
The reason why I'm bringing this up is on the flip of it. I think if you have characters that still look alike, I think it's fine. So like, I think when it comes to like say Johnny, I think that he's going to be good. He's going to bring that energy. That Johnny
I don't
needs.
understand the internet's like 180 on Joseph Quinn. Like when Stranger Things came out and they saw all those like GQ like photo shoots, everyone was like, he's the hottest man alive. Like Dua Lipa needs to marry him, and then like now everyone's like, he's not attractive enough.
Is he dating Dua Lipa?
No, I think they had some like internet like tension or like sexual tension. I don't know what was happening, dude. I just
hey yo, brother,
I think she commented that like he was cute, and everyone was like, you gotta jump on that Joseph Quinn, and he was like flame on, and they were like, oh, you should be Johnny. No, that didn't happen. But like I don't understand like why the internet has like 180'd on him. Like everyone was like in love with him, and now that he's announced they're like he's not attractive enough, and I'm like, yeah, he's not Chris Evans, but like he's still like an objectively attractive person, and I feel like can pull this off really well.
Like that's Johnny. Johnny's like Johnny's the guy that wants to be a Rizzler, but is just like a douche sometimes, you know. And
Tizzler, yeah, Twizzler,
yeah,
Rizzler turned Twizzler.
But at the end, I think he's going to given the energy portrayal we saw in Stranger Things. I feel like he's honestly an ideal role. So
I think the most like not uneasiness, but like if I were to be like, this is the person I'm like least not okay with, but like just I don't know, least like happy about, like would be honestly Pedro Pascal. Like I am happy that he's doing it, but I just feel like Disney is leaning on him so much, and he's already like, I see him as so many other things that like,
yeah.
And it's also been rumored so much that I was kind of like hoping that maybe it wouldn't be the case. And I just feel like he's a little older. I don't know. Like I do think he could be good, but like I've kind of seen him. The last few roles I've seen him in, I guess were like kind of like gruff, like macho men kind of guys, like in The Last of Us and Mandalorian, like this kind of like survival type. I just saw him in like Game of Thrones, and he was like this combat like sexual beast. And like now, like it's just, I guess it's just tough for me to like imagine him in this much of a departure from those roles that I associate him with. I don't think he is unable to do it. Like I think he's going to be great. It's just I think it's going to take me a little bit of time to like disconnect him from those other roles.
No, I agree. I think that's going to be my biggest thing with that, is that disconnection.
Yeah.
But again, I think he's going to be able to do what he needs to do for the role and give it its own justice. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah,
I still wish it was John. I'm going to say it.
John Krasinski.
Yeah.
It's cool that we at least got him in Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Krasinski's in My Mom. What?
Did you just burn yourself?
Multiverse of Madness. I don't know. Maybe.
Your own mom.
I don't know. My brain was like, go.
I don't care who's at whose
I don't care
at
who's
whose
under fire.
expense.
Oh wait. Oh no.
It's me. After you pull the trigger, you open your eyes, you see yourself. It's too late. But yeah, I mean, like that's kind of the Marvel stuff going on. Yeah, but circling back to not Secret Wars, Kang Dynasty. Do you think there's anything that is gonna be just gonna change that?
I really hope that's just not.
If they just cut the movie, it's like, let's go to straight Secret Wars.
That honestly might be the play.
That could be an option.
Like that, because I feel like they've been slowly establishing like this group of young Avengers to be set up.
Mm-hmm. I think there's also been some Thunderbolts like announcements that like people are dropping out of the movie or something like that.
Oh wait, really?
I think so. I'll look it up while you finish your thought.
But yeah, no, like I want all of this new build-up to work out and mean something, but I want it to be good. I don't think it's going to live up to what the original Avengers was, but I feel like these characters should still have a kind of impact that leaves something here.
Oh, maybe. I think actually, you know what probably happened? I think certain actors, maybe because Thunderbolts has been delayed so much, like their schedules no longer allow them to like work on it. So I think they've just been recast, probably. Like
really?
Some of the new characters, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah, Marvel Studios Thunderbolts delays led to 2 actors getting recast, and a new addition to the MCU is ecstatic about joining the franchise. Thunderbolts star comments. They don't talk about who it is. What? Oh, Geraldine Viswanathan. I'm so butchering that. She's an Australian actress.
Actress? Okay.
Oh, she was in Bad Education. I feel like I've seen her in something before.
Is she hot?
Objectively, yeah. Maybe it was just the trailer I saw her in. She was in Emo,
they had
the
to
musical.
ask.
Oh, she was in Blockers. I saw her in Blockers. That's the one with John Cena and like a couple is like a parent, and he has like 2 other parents, and like the kid. She's one of the kids. They are like going to prom, and they like make a pact to like lose her virginity that night, and like the parents accidentally intercept the text message, and then so they're trying to like cock block like their kids for the whole movie. It's a comedy. It's pretty funny.
Oh, that sounds funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is she?
What?
How old is this actress?
She's 28, but she played John Cena's kid.
Yeah, but like, what was the role she's going to be playing?
Let me see. It doesn't say. It just says, IMDb, you're failing me. I don't know. It just says she's in it. Yeah, well, good for her. All right, Thunderbolts is happening. Oh, I had another. We talked about like animation last week. I kind of had an idea for a podcast we could do in the future. Maybe we could do it now. But I wanted to ask, like, what do you think the best Disney sequel is? Because like Disney aren't known for their sequels; they're often like straight to DVD. I feel like I have a correct answer for this one.
Disney sequels. I'm trying to think. So like, what ones are there on the list? Like,
I don't want to give you any. Like they're like kind of unknown. Like there's Aladdin
is there, like, a Mulan 2? There's an Aladdin.
There is
2?
a Mulan 2. Yeah, I haven't seen. There's an extremely goofy movie. That's probably a good one. I haven't seen it. Fantasia 2000s technically. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Incredible. Oh, no, that's Pixar.
Yeah.
They should make a Big Hero 7.
Maybe Big Hero 7 or Big Hero 12?
I forgot about Leroy and Stitch. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, is that the yellow guy?
No, he's red. He's red.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy.
I forgot about Leroy and Stitch. That's good. Let's read the synopsis. So, in this animation, the villainous Dr. Von Hamsterville breaks out of jail and immediately begins work on a devious new creation, Leroy, who looks just like kindly alien Stitch and is sent to Earth to tear apart everything in its path. To defeat the Mad Doctor and his crazy experiment, young Lilo must reunite with Stitch and her other extraterrestrial pals. Unfortunately, the only thing that may be able to stop Leroy is a performance from Elvis himself. Wow. Good times.
Okay.
I don't really remember too much of that.
Yeah, same.
Do you have an answer?
None of them.
I was going to say Lion King 1.5 because that is a bop and a
half. Yeah, that is a sequel.
Technically, I guess it's a sequel. It's like because it takes place at the same time. Like, what would that be? Like, it's because it starts a little before the movie starts, and I think it ends at the same time the movie ends. So it's like a pre-sequel. Like it's like within the movie timeline. Like what would that term be?
Yeah. Like
Sequel
an offshoot
versus prequel versus an offshoot. What's the term for a movie that takes place at the same time as the first movie? Sidequel. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Sidequel. Okay, that makes sense.
According to moviesandtvexchange.com or movies.stackexchange.com. As per Wikipedia. Oh, well then, yeah, now it's okay.
It's official.
It's official. Parallels, paraquels, or sidequels are stories that run at the same point in time as the original story. That's cool. We should get more sidequels. What would you want a side? All right, so sidequel are they're movies that take place at the same time as the original movie. What movie, like Lion King 1.5? So what other movie would you want a sidequel to from like a different character's perspective?
That's funny to think about, but we do get that a lot with Marvel. If you think about
That's true. There are like a lot of sidequels. Like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is a sidequel to Endgame, pretty much.
Yeah.
Whoa, not Quantumania. Sorry, Ant-Man and the Wasp is a sidequel to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Endgame.
Like when he's
Or Infinity War. Sorry, I got all the movies mixed up.
I knew what you meant. I also was not connecting the dots, but yeah, that's so interesting.
What other movies should we get sidequels to?
I would. My mind instantly goes towards like games. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that'd be fun. Like again, I'm brought back to like Sly Cooper or something like that. I'm thinking like imagine if there's like a sidequel with like a side character where instead of having like the main gang, you had like other members together on like their own little quest. They go do something, you know? Yeah,
oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm looking at the Wikipedia article, and the Lion King 1.5 is like the notable example they gave. Let's go. For a sidequel. Oh, that's such a good movie. What does that have on? I hope this is rated highly. Lion King 1.
7.8 is what I'm guessing.
On Rotten Tomatoes is 76. 7.6 pretty much. That's pretty good.
Pretty close.
Let's look it up on IMDb.
My guesstimator is getting
6.5 on IMDb. That's sad. It's a good one, man. All right, what else? It's tough because like you see the characters like a lot of the time like in the movie. So like,
yeah.
What about like what other movies? What's a good movie? The Incredibles. If we just see like it'd be cool to actually see maybe like a Syndrome prequel. Like see how he goes from like. Or I guess that would be a sidequel because it like there is the time jump, but like after Mr. Incredible like pretty much tarnishes his like reputation or his opinion of himself to Syndrome, like how Syndrome like starts inventing and like his whole monologue, he's like he gives inventions to like struggling civilizations to build them up, and that's how he like built his wealth doing that. I would like to see him like
doing that.
His villain origin story, and then him like doing like a genocide on like the superheroes. Like that would be sick to see. Not like that the fact that he did a genocide, but just to see.
Well, no, dude, it's funny you say that because like it was going back to Avatar real quick. Like the first episode felt like Order 66, but like for Avatar. Come to think of it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I was thinking of.
I guess that would be a good like side cool episode of Avatar is like in the OG show, like seeing like the Air Nation genocide. Maybe we should stop thinking of genocides for sidequels.
Yeah. Maybe we should take it easy on that.
Yeah. What other movies or stories?
Dude, I honestly can't think of it right now. Like, yeah, I'm just blanking.
What about like Cars? But like for the story, but just no. But from Mac's perspective, like just freaking out that he like is losing his job.
That whole movie would just be like him. It's like that one game is a driving simulator. It's literally just it generates like a flat plane for you to drive on, and you're just driving in the middle of nowhere. That would be that movie.
It'd be a good road trip movie, you know? I don't know. What about like a Star Wars movie? What Star Wars movie would you want to see from like?
They're all sidequels if you think about it.
What do you mean?
Because you have like you have A New Hope, which I guess technically that is in the series with Rogue One. But then you also have...
Yes, Rogue One is a sidequel to, or like a very near prequel to...
But like all of the Clone Wars animation
are
considered a
sidequels. Or like in-between quels. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's like...
Well, technically, the last season, season 7, the last few episodes was a sidequel to episode 3.
Yeah, that's like a direct sidequel. Yeah.
Yeah. What about like episode 1? Would you want to see that from anyone else's perspective? Maybe like Palpatine, like how he's
Episode
starting to pull the
1?
strings.
I'd like to see it more directly
Maul
from
training.
I was gonna say that like authentically, but as a joke, I was gonna say, what was it like Newt Gunray or no? It's not Newt Gunray. It's like who's
Boss
the
Nass.
the whole time it's just him underwater.
Yeah.
But no. Who are the separatist leaders there?
Yeah,
No,
I think Newt Gunray is one of them.
was that Newt? Okay, so yeah.
I think so.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are
Two of them. Maybe it'd be cool to see Dooku's side
dude,
quote
that'd
in
actually be
episode
dope.
1, because that's about the time
Yeah.
that I think he starts to like
Transition.
diverge from the Jedi, and then we see him in
Yeah.
episode 2. So it'd be cool to see like how he gets tempted by the dark side around the time of episode 1. I think that'd be
Yeah.
really cool.
That'd be really sweet to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's a good one. What about I mean, Marvel? You're right. Like most of them are
Or yeah,
sidequels.
you know. What if it was like a sidequel though in Marvel of like a side character like Ned, and then it's just like like you just see like from his perspective all like the batshit crazy stuff going on. So like have you seen Cloverfield?
No, I haven't. What is that?
So it's a kaiju movie. It's like it's where there's like the giant monster thing and it's attacking New York, but the whole thing's shot as if it's like a recording from like somebody's phone or like from.
Oh, that's cool.
I
I think I've heard of. I mean, I've heard of this. Yeah, I just didn't know it was that.
So it's like this group of people that are just trying to survive, and there's like these like mites. They're like falling off of the kaiju, and like they're going around and eating people, because these mites are like as big as people, or if not bigger.
Wow.
And then
Like a
and
big
then there's,
dude
like,
or
all
a
those-
small dude?
like a
Like
big
how
dude,
big? A
Like
big
a-
dude?
like a pretty big dude.
All right.
Yeah. So at least 2 or 3 of me, you know, like for the little
23
ones,
of you?
Oh, the 23 of me is the bigger ones.
23 and me? Like, so they can give you like your ancestry? Just fall off this like thing.
The monster like puts on some glasses, like, yes, it's like.
Let me get a little DNA sample. You just spit in his face. You're 1/4 Cherokee.
But yeah, so I don't know. It'd be interesting to see something like that, above like a civilian's aspect during like Endgame or Infinity War or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
Cool.
Or
I still think it'd be cool, a
incursion.
monster that can tell you your ancestry. Sorry, what did you say?
I mean that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty nice. Does he like eat you as a charge afterwards, or?
That's the tax. Now you know your ancestry. Now you die. It's good. I didn't want to be 1/4 Cherokee. Sorry.
Damn, what's wrong with that?
What'd you ask?
You like me get off of that? No, I was saying like imagine that during like an incursion. Like remember like again in Mom, like where you see like the universe where it's like all like, torn apart. Great. Imagine like seeing that develop.
Seeing what develop?
Like the breakdown of the universe.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still talking about the ancestry. I was like, what? What do you mean?
No.
Okay, I was confused. No, okay, yeah, that would be. What other side quills would be cool? I like this idea. Brainstorming movie side.
Also,
quills.
I'm just realizing this. I'm looking very like I mean I'm always pale because I don't go outside, but like I'm very like white today, and then
Yeah,
you're
what
very
is
like
happening?
just like tan.
Me, I'm tan.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. I just went for
Or at
a
least-
7-mile run outside, so maybe I picked up some rays.
Yeah, there you go. But like yeah, you blended in with your shirt. In a good
I think
bit.
my white balance is also like a little off. I don't know. It's all good. I got my chocolate milk recovery drink
If
here.
anything, you seem like you have a cooler temperature with your white balance. Looking at the reflection off your poster, but
Maybe I'm just tan. I don't know.
yeah.
Going outside more. What's your favorite movie?
Across the Spiderverse.
Okay, what would you want, like a sidequel of like, or even like a prequel?
Ooh, actually, a
Like-
cycle of like Miguel, because you get to see.
Oh
like,
yeah, see his like
a lot of-
incursion and
yeah, but to like actually like get into like his character more instead of just seeing like that little explanation, like that would be
exposition dump. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even call it that. It's like a lot of people already know him, but it's like this version of him. Mm-hmm. It's just interesting to see. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Miguel. Wait. So you're saying Across the Spider-Verse is your favorite movie over Into the Spider-Verse?
See, that's tough. For me, they're right next to each other, but I think Across Spider-Verse is just a little bit over.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I might have to rewatch them, but I really like both.
We should do that for a pod.
What?
Well, we could do that closer when the third one is coming out.
Yeah.
Um,
But I might say Into the Spider-Verse slightly over Across. But it's tough because like I think because like Into the Spider-Verse was so like leagues ahead of anything that had ever been done before, and the shock how it kind of like came out of nowhere like really was incredible. And then Across the Spider-Verse was still again another giant leap, but like I had already like I was expecting it that time more, so maybe that. But yeah, I guess just looking at like the quality of the movies, like
the big thing I love
tough.
about Across the Spider-Verse compared to Into, is the perception of the characters as you watch it multiple times, right? Because the first time you're watching it as if you're Miles, right? He's going into the situation, and like the way that the dialogue is with the other Spider people, right? You have like these interactions where like they obviously know that like Miles is like an outcast, like he's an anomaly, right? But the first time you're watching it, you're like, hey, Miles, he's trying to get into the Spider Society. Or maybe they'll let him in, or maybe they'll figure stuff out. But then you get to the point where they're trapping him, and then he's got to. You're like, oh wait, like he's got to go do his own thing, which he does do. He's like, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. But like, it's interesting to see then on the second watch, right, when you're able to then pick up from all the other Spiders' perspectives, be like, oh no, like you get why they're acting this certain way, or you get like why they're wording things these certain ways.
Do you think
also just the explanation of like how they were setting up and trying not to break the canon? I think that's it's just really well done to explain that aspect of the multiverse. That's why I give that a lot of kudos.
Do you think that brings up a good point and question? Do you think a movie? I think I know my answer to this, but do you think a movie should be judged like its quality based on your first viewing or after like multiple viewings of it? Because I feel like your perception could change. What'd you say? Sorry.
I say it depends on the movie.
Really?
In the case of Spider-Verse, I think your perception of a movie is enhanced the more you watch it because of what I just said.
Okay, but then is that not fair to other movies that you don't give a second watch to because you didn't like it the first time?
No, not necessarily. Because at the same time, if you didn't like it the first time, right, that means it didn't do a good job at delivering the story or
But what's to say that those movies you didn't go back to, you wouldn't appreciate something a second time?
Well, you might, but you know, that's what I'm saying. You're again benefiting my argument here. I think it depends on the movie.
Has there been a movie that you've watched a second time that you like your opinion of it has lowered, like decreased after a second viewing?
I can't really think of one that I'm thinking of. It's funny because the first thing that came to my mind was like this meme I saw where there was like this showing of Twilight, but like they're projecting it on like a poorly hung like tarp. It's like all the faces were like like warped. It was like,
I think.
No, what were you gonna say?
I think on like just because maybe recency bias, but like the last Airbender movie, like live action movie. I think when I first saw it, I was like 10, 11, and I didn't really like. I wasn't really thinking critically of movies back then. Like I thought it was not great, but I didn't like hate it or anything. I thought it was like fun to see my favorite characters in like a live action setting and see what bending might have looked like in live action. And then I never watched it again. And then rewatching it right before this new show came out, like I hated it so much more. I feel like I knew it was bad, but I didn't remember how bad it was until rewatching it.
But that's also a case where you already didn't like it. Like I was trying to think of an instance to where like
like it flipped completely. No, I just meant like just lowered it all in perception. Like I've seen people like going like people are not hyping up the M. Night Shyamalan version, but they're saying that like, oh, the costumes are better in the M. Night Shyamalan version. They're more realistic, and like, oh, some of the shot composition and maybe like set design is better. And I'm like, have you rewatched the movie recently? Like, it's like It's really bad. And like I think maybe some of it might be like partial just like hate on the volume. Like I do think that sometimes the volume can create like a fakey feel to some shots if it's not shot properly. But like I like I was saying earlier, like I feel like the Avatar world, it's like based on a cartoon. So like the fact that it's kind of like a little fakey and seems more like generated, like 3D generated, like from a computer, like it kind of like works in the sense. Like I just like people are like going back and like hyping up the M. Night Shyamalan version. That's fine if you like that, but like I do not agree with those opinions.
Terrible people that do that. But I will say this: I completely disagree with those statements where they're like the costumes design's better or more realistic. Like, I guess you could say because they're using like actual skins and stuff for, like the Water Tribe. But like other than that, I think the costume design, from what I've seen so far, has been on point. Especially just thinking back to like the intro scene with like all the like again with the
Nations.
Firebenders versus the Earthbenders there.
The first like 5 minutes. Like,
yeah. And then also the Air Nomads. Like the Air Nomads stuff was also on point too. So
it's more. I think what are rubbing people the wrong way is that it's like it's really saturated and feels like cosplay-y, people are saying. But like that's how you would adapt that from the show. Like they're really saturating the show, and I think people are like, oh, but like if it were to be like a 1-to-1, like from cartoon to realism, like it would be like really more muted, like the M. Night Shyamalan version. And I'm just like, what do you want that? Like I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fine if you want
accuracy.
That. But yeah.
But yeah.
If you want accuracy, I mean, like, don't watch the show because people can't actually move elements with their karate in real
damn,
life.
You're right. You're right.
As much as I've tried. I've tried, Daniel.
Now, hold on, Jake. Hear me out. Every guy can technically waterbend.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's instantly where my mind went to.
Wow.
I don't know why, but I mean, technically we can airbend too. Anybody can, yeah, see? Boom.
Look, ready? Air. Ready? I'm gonna airbend.
Oh my god!
And I can waterbend. Call me the Avatar.
Water earthbending. What, you just
like wait, Daniel. Wait, hold on.
You have a rock? He's picking up a rock. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. Oh, he's firebending?
Oh, and...
Wow.
Boom. I have a rock.
Damn.
I just have this rock in my room because I went on a vacation a couple years ago. My buddy got this for me because it looks like it kind of has like a smiley face.
Smiley face on it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I carved that with my earthbending in there. So I am the Avatar.
With your earthbending, or did you like water bend and erode it? That takes so long, actually. That way.
Yeah. Well, they kind of do it. They do that in the show in the second season when they use the water to cut the metal beam in the drill.
No. I mean, I was talking about pissing on the rock to cut out
the
face, but
I feel like that's like a different. It's like not safe for work Avatar video.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. There's probably waterbenders into some kinky shit. And also think about it. No, like they could get into like because they could heal.
Oh my gosh! I feel like any bending. Like I mean, people do all sorts of crazy stuff with like fire and like candles and stuff. Like firebenders could like. I don't know. Maybe Zuko's like Agni Kai wasn't like he was covering up some stuff he got into with May or something. I don't know.
I thought you were say. Oh, I'm not even going to get into what I was going to say. You know where I was going with that.
Yeah. Dude, metal bending. Think about the possibilities with like chains and stuff.
No, I was literally thinking that. I was like, that'd be like.
Well, how did we get here? What are we doing?
Especially with blood bending. Like.
Oh. That could be used for good though.
No.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, it could.
Sorry, babe. I'm having trouble getting up tonight. Don't worry. It's a full moon. Oh man. So, anything else you want to talk about that's not like that?
Yeah, let's not end it on that.
Yeah, please. I'm literally like desperately looking up Hollywood Reporter articles to see what's happening. Kung Fu Panda 4 comes out soon.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that.
Me too. I'm
trying to think something else Avatar related.
Oh, let's maybe read this article. I just found an article on Hollywood Reporter called Avatar: The Last Airbender Review. Avatar: The Last Airbender's review. Netflix's live action remake is a major letdown.
Damn.
Dang. I feel like I will say, like, I feel like the guy playing Aang, Gordon, is doing a really good job. Like, he is.
His name is Gordon?
Yeah. I think he's great in the role.
Your airbending's fucking raw.
What?
Your airbending is fucking raw.
That's a Gordon Ramsay joke. I was like, what are you talking about?
There you go. That took you a minute.
Yeah. I think, yeah, we'll see. I think he does a good job. Suki does a good job.
I bet she would. I bet she would. Oh, we gotta stop. Okay.
I'm excited to see what the creators do with their new show. I think that's supposed to come out next year, 2025. Like their animated show, the original creators of Avatar.
That should be good. That should be good.
I don't know.
So we're getting the animated movie in October still, right? Like that's still.
Are we?
About the gang later in life and all that.
I thought that was 2025.
Oh really? I thought it was this year.
Let me look it up. Avatar Studios official website. Oh, there's a bending quiz. Should we take the bending quiz right now?
Dude, yeah.
Go to avatarstudiosofficial.com and we're going to take... Oh, Jake. I'm taking the bending quiz. Let's go. Who's your favorite Avatar? Oh, we got to answer these... Or I'm saying Aang. I feel like I could answer these in ways to get the bending I want. It's like pick an animal to be your companion. Like, I could just choose the earth bending one, a badger mole. But I don't want that.
Okay, sorry. Who's your favorite Avatar? I see. Why would it be Korra? I know people like Korra, but yeah.
What? You don't like Korra?
She's okay, but she's not my favorite.
Who was Kyoshi an option? I forget.
Yeah, she was. It's dinner time. Pick your ideal meal.
What would your ideal meal be? Just like outside of this quiz.
Okay. Oh man, ideal. That's tough. It's funny because I was talking to one of my students about this. We're talking about Popeyes. I was like, man, I love Popeyes. I actually got some Popeyes yesterday. That's pretty good. Have you had Wagyu?
Yes. Yeah.
It's good.
It's good. Dude, I had Wagyu
I want something that's like
Korean barbecue. It's really good.
You know, and it says here a hearty thing. And here's the thing: like these are all obvious. Like what? Bet like again, a spicy dish that's going to be Fire Nation. A hearty banquet that's going to be like Earth, Seafoods, Water Tribe.
I finished my quiz, Daniel. It's loading. I'm an Earthbender. I didn't even try. I was actually answering honestly. Let's go. Jake, you're an Earthbender. Solid as a mountain, your stability makes you an Earthbender. You handle challenges with resilience and purpose and reflect an unshakable resolve that mirrors your unwavering determination. Persistence is your superpower. Let's go. That's sick. I'm so happy. Daniel, I'm so happy. You don't know. It's so... I knew it. All right, let's see what projects they've got going on.
Do that. Okay, hold on. I'm getting my thing. I'm an Airbender. Wow.
Hey, there you go.
I thought it was going to be a Firebender. I even picked Dragon because I thought the Dragon would be the coolest thing. Because you get to fly still, right? Like if you have like a bison, but like Dragon.
I chose Dragon as well. Because I felt like they would... I wanted something that could fly, but I felt like sky bisons would probably smell like worse because of all the fur and like matted stuff. And I felt like dragons would be cooler.
Yeah. How do you clean...
So, let's see.
Dragons. Do they clean themselves? How do lizards clean them? I feel like... Do lizards have a smell? I mean, yeah, they have a smell, yeah.
There will be an Avatar series coming in 2025 that will follow a new... Like, after Korra, the new Earth Avatar. There's an adult gang movie.
Yeah,
I think that's supposed to be after the Earth thing, like in later 2025.
Damn it!
Yeah, October 10th, 2025 release date.
Yeah.
And then in 2026 is a Zuko standalone movie. And then 2 spin-off series in 2026, 2027.
I gotta read the comics.
I do. I want to do that as well. If anyone has comic suggestions, let us know. Yeah. But yeah, all right. That's a good place to end the episode. Anything else you want to talk about? Let us know in the comments your best Sidequel idea.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys would think of that.
All right. Ready for Patron shoutouts?
Yeah, hit me with them.
Cue the episode's music. Booshka, Patron, Lori, Frank, Rick, Lisa, Evan, Tony. Thank you so much for pledging the tier. Thank you for the shout out. If you'd like to support us over on Patreon, like us down in the description, get the audio episode early, special benefits, cool perks, all that jazz, and more. Thank you seriously, sincerely to our Patreon supporters. Are you ready for cool comments?
Yeah. What do we got this time? What are people saying?
I forgot to pull stuff up. But we've been starting posting on TikTok our some highlights from the what's it called? Our what's the most emotional Pixar moment? And some people have had some choice words. When we gave it to between when it was Coco Sings with Her Grandma versus Buzz Lightyear Flies, a lot of people gave us some flack. They think it should be Coco.
But are these like the kid
Yummo
TikTokers?
Wickersham said, "I can't tell if this is a joke or not."
They didn't have the connection to Buzz like we did.
I don't know if this is a kid or TikToker, but this person's profile picture is the villain from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Your opinion's invalid. I'm sorry, your opinion's invalid. Nah, who's gonna rep that guy? Nah, get out of here.
What do you mean?
The villain from Alvin? Who even is the villain in Alvin and the Chipmunks?
It's David Cross, the guy that plays Crane. Remember? He's the actor's name is David Cross.
Is he that skinny-looking guy?
He's the guy. Look up David Cross. You'll know him. He was in Arrested Development as well. He was Ian Hawke. That was the guy's name in Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That guy.
Plays Tobias in.
Yeah, he looks like a Tobias. Tobias Funk.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready for the introduction?
Yeah, tell me when.
When?
We just talk about what we want to talk about. Now we're done. Nah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Really appreciate it.
I think we're going to end on Alvin and the Chipmunks.
We'll be back next time. Let us know if you want us to do more Sidequels or talk about more sequels, whatever. Avatar stuff, let us know. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.